The little princess is a tiny magic assistant. In a kingdom where clouds drifted slowly like sleepy sheep and stars liked to nap during the daytime, there stood a magical school unlike any other. It was called Starlight Magic School. The school had towers that leaned politely toward one another, windows that giggled when cleaned, and hallways that changed direction if they felt bored. Every morning, the school shimmered softly, as if it was stretching after a long dream. And every morning, a little princess hurried through its gates. Her name was Princess Elia. Princess Elia wore a small crown that sometimes slipped over one eye because she liked to move quickly. Her shoes were often dusty, her pockets were full of tiny treasures, and her smile was always ready. But Princess Elia was not a magic master. She was something much rarer. She was the tiny magic assistant. The smallest badge in the school, Princess Elia's assistant badge, was round and warm, glowing gently against her dress. It read, "Tiny Magic Assistant, helping magic feel happy." While other students carried spell books as big as pillows, Princess Elia carried a small helper's bag. Inside were a cloth for wiping sleepy magic dust, a notebook for writing kind reminders, a bell that rang only when someone needed help. Every time Elia put on her badge, she stood a little taller, because even though she was small, her job mattered. A busy morning at Starlight Magic School.
"Good morning, Princess Elia,"
sang the floating doors as she entered.
"Good morning. Please don't bump into anyone today,"
Elia replied, patting them gently. The doors giggled and floated extra carefully. In classroom 1, young witches were practicing color-changing spells. Suddenly, pop! All the colors turned gray.
"Oh no! My spell is broken!"
cried a student. Princess Elia tiptoed over.
"Maybe your spell is tired. Did you say thank you?"
she said softly. The student blinked.
"I forgot."
Elia nodded kindly.
"It happens."
Together, they whispered,
"Thank you, magic."
The colors returned brighter than before. Princess Elia wrote a note in her notebook. Magic likes kind words. Not big enough? Later that day, Elia watched older students practice powerful spells. They made fountains leap, statues dance, and clouds rain tiny snowflakes shaped like stars. Elia's hands curled into her sleeves.
"I can't do that,"
she whispered. Her friend Nina, a little fairy, landed on her shoulder.
"You don't need big magic. You have helping magic,"
Nina said. Elia smiled, but a small question stayed in her heart. Is helping really enough? The day magic went wrong. That afternoon, something strange happened. The school bell rang, but too loudly. Books flew too fast. Spells sparkled wildly. A teapot began singing opera.
"This isn't right,"
murmured the teachers. The magic felt confused. Then whoosh! A swirl of tangled light rushed through the halls.
"The balance of magic is off. Helping magic is fading,"
said Headmistress Aurora, her voice calm but serious. Princess Elia's badge dimmed, her heart fluttered. Helping magic was what kept magic gentle. Without it, magic became noisy, messy, and overwhelming, especially for little learners. Elia raised her hand.
"Can I help?"
she asked quietly. The room fell silent, a brave yes. Headmistress Aurora knelt in front of her.
Princess Elia, are you willing to help even if you feel unsure?
She said warmly. Elia swallowed but nodded.
Yes, I want to try,
She said. The headmistress smiled and placed a glowing key into Elia's palm.
This opens the Hall of Small Things. That's where helping magic begins.
She said. The Hall of Small Things. The hall was hidden behind a tiny door Elia had never noticed before. Inside, the room was quiet and soft. Shelves held forgotten objects. A wand that had lost confidence, a chair that felt lonely, a bell that no one listened to.
These things were once helped,
Whispered a gentle voice. A tiny light floated toward Elia. It shimmered like a firefly.
I am Kindle, the helper spark. Helping magic fades when people forget small kindnesses.
It said. Elia nodded. She picked up the lonely chair.
You matter.
She whispered. The chair straightened proudly. She rang the ignored bell softly.
I hear you.
She said. The bell chimed happily. With each small act, golden light filled the room. Elia felt her badge warm again. Helping the whole school. Elia ran through the school with Kindle floating beside her. She helped a student who was scared to try again. She reminded a teacher to rest. She listened when someone felt overwhelmed. Every time she helped, helping magic sparkled outward, touching walls, floors, and hearts. The spells slowed. The school breathed. Magic smiled again. The biggest test. Just when things felt better, crack. A powerful spell tower began shaking.
The magic core is unstable,
Cried a teacher. Elia's legs trembled.
This is big magic. Big magic still needs small help.
She whispered. Kindle glowed brighter. Elia took a deep breath and stepped forward. She didn't cast a spell. She placed her hands on the glowing floor and whispered,
Please slow down. Please be gentle. Thank you.
The magic paused. Then softly it settled. The tower stopped shaking. The school was safe. A new understanding. That evening, everyone gathered in the great hall. Headmistress Aurora spoke.
Today, we learned that the smallest helper can make the biggest difference.
She pinned a new star onto Elia's badge. It now read, Master of Helping Magic. Elia's eyes shone.
I was scared.
She admitted.
And you helped anyway. That is true magic.
The headmistress said. A peaceful night. That night, Princess Elia curled up in her bed. The moonlight danced on the walls, and her badge rested beside her pillow. She felt tired but full. She knew now, helping is magic. Kindness is power. And being small does not mean being unimportant. As she drifted to sleep, Starlight Magic School glowed softly balanced, peaceful, and happy. Because the little princess had helped magic remember how to be kind. The end.